I'm Sally Park Rubin, and the story I will be telling is Cinderella by Jack Ross. This is a story that will make your crush bleep. It will give you poo skimples. It's a story for Fee-Wolk and Bigger Toe Peep. That's wee folk and bigger people too. It's a story about Cinderella, who lived in a big hark house with her mean old stepmother and her two sisty uglers. They used to sit around all day cheating auklets and Mag and Rita scenes while Cinderella had to do all the wordy dirt. One day, when Cinderella was in the kitchen flopping the more, the two sisty uglers came in and said, "Guess what? The Prince and Hince is throwing a best draw, and we're invited. It's too bad that you can't go." So Cinderella went back in the kitchen with ears in her ties, and she was just about to chick-a-see a frickin' when suddenly there was a windy flash of light, and standing beside her was a feudable berry. And Cinderella said, "Well, who are you, and what do you want?" And the feudable berry said, "Well, I'm your berry godmother." So Cinderella said, "Oh, well, may I go to the ball?" And the feudable berry said, "Well, that's quite a wish, but okay." So instantly she transformed Cinderella into a Babishing Rudy. She had a necklace of poopies and whirls, a long regatta and sound, and on her feet were two tiny sass clippers. And the feudable berry said, "Now you may go, but you must promise to be mown by midnight." She was off. She casted the camel, that's came to the castle, and she jumped out of the carriage, and the first two people she ran into were the two sisty uglers. But she was so feudable, they didn't even Cinderized Recogniella. So they introduced her to the Prince and Hince. And he said, "May I have this dance? You're so feudable, you remind me of Beaton's Ludi." He was just about to ask for her mare in handage when suddenly the clock started to strike 12 and Cinderella bammed from the roll, but as she did, one of the sass clippers flipped from her soot. The Prince and Hince picked it up and he said, "Now all I have to do is find the woman whose soot this flipper sits and I'll know I'm low and above." So the next day he went from house to house, and you can't turn that around. Soon he came to the Sin where House Cinderella lived, and he knocked on the door. Well, of course, the two sisty uglers tried it on and their beat were too fig. It was Cinderella's turn, the clipper pitted cervically, they were married and happily ever after, and that's the end of the story, Cinderella. Thank you.